A man wakes up on a cold, empty street, surrounded by towering buildings and signs in a language he can't quite read. He glances around, disoriented, his head spinning as if he's been dropped into the middle of a nightmare. In his pocket, he finds a phone flashing with an ominous countdown, 23:59:59. The seconds tick down relentlessly, a silent reminder that time is slipping away. He begins to recognize landmarks, but they're wrong, familiar yet foreign, as though he's wandering through a parallel version of his hometown. People he doesn't know look at him and call him by a different name, as if he's lived an entire life in this strange city. With each interaction, he feels the weight of another person's past, memories lingering just beyond his reach. That's when he finds the first clue. A scrap of paper stuffed inside his coat pocket, scrawled in his own handwriting. "Stay away from the man at the bookstore." The handwriting is unmistakably his, but he has no memory of writing it. Soon he finds more. A ticket stub, a marked map, faint notes scratched onto walls, all left by himself. They lead him through the city in a path that feels both haunting and familiar, each note bringing fragments of memories that flicker through his mind. Arguments, heartbreak, laughter with faces he doesn't recognize, and choices he never remembers making. The countdown ticks closer to zero, and he realizes the timer isn't random. It's leading him to something. When the trail of clues ends at a deserted building on the edge of town, he knows this is what he's been looking for. He steps inside, his footsteps echoing through the empty halls, until he finds a single locked door with his name scratched into the wood. Beside it is the final note, hastily scribbled and barely legible. "Open the door and this life becomes your prison. Walk away and you're free, but only until the next countdown." The realization crashes over him. This isn't the first time he's woken up to this countdown. He's been here before, in different cities, in different lives, with no memory of how each version ends. And with each countdown, he's forced to make a choice that will either trap him here forever or allow him to start again, somewhere else. The final seconds tick down as he stares at the door, wrestling with the urge to know what lies beyond it. He glances at the countdown, watching the last seconds slip away. With a breath of resignation, he makes his choice. And then, darkness. When he opens his eyes again, he's lying on another unfamiliar street in yet another unfamiliar city. His phone buzzes in his pocket with a fresh countdown, 23:59:59. The cycle begins again. He realizes now, with dread, that he's trapped in an endless loop, forced to relive fragments of different lives, searching for a way out of the countdown that binds him. Each time, he loses a piece of himself, forgetting more and more, while the timer ticks ever onward, an echo of a choice he may never remember making.